This Kodak Charmera, it did something completely unexpected. It is sold out everywhere in the world. This is perhaps the best-selling camera in the year 2025. What makes this cheap toy plastic camera so popular? That's what we want to talk about in this video. Let's do this! I've done a mini review for this Kodak Charmera before. I'll put the link to the video up here. Please check it out. I'm not going to repeat my findings on this camera here. What I want to do is to bring this camera out to shoot more photographs, and recently I've shot portraits of my beautiful friend Lily, and I did everything in black and white. I think the monochrome mode in this Kodak Charmera is quite awesome since I shot everything in color in my previous video. So in this particular session, everything is done in black and white. Also, I want to talk about what makes this camera so appealing to so many people out there that it is sold out everywhere in the world. But first, let's take a look at some photographs taken with this Charmera. A quick note on the photographs you've seen earlier, they were not straight out of camera. I did a little bit of post-processing on them. Basically, I did some minor adjustments. I boosted the contrast a little bit, and I added film grain. I did that because I wanted the images to look a bit more organic. The original images coming out from the camera is a little bit too plasticky. It looks too digital. So the film grain effect helps the images to look a bit more pleasing. Reason number one, what makes this Charmera so popular is actually really fun. I think it's the fun factor that sells the camera. All the camera manufacturers today, they're pushing the latest and greatest with higher megapixel count, faster burst rate, better autofocus performance. They're just chasing technical perfection. In that process, they lost the core and the basic principles of what makes photography fun in the first place. And when you look at this Kodak Charmera, it strips away all this technical obsession. Megapixels, what megapixels? It only has 1.6 megapixels in a tiny sensor. It doesn't even have autofocus. It has a tiny LCD screen. It doesn't have all these advanced features like image stabilization, weather sealing, all this AI computational stuff, none of that. And yet the camera is stripped to its basics, and I think that's what brings fun back to photography. And Kodak Charmera helps us to realize that photography is not about chasing technical perfection. Reason number two why this Charmera is so popular is the brand Kodak. And this is a testament to how strong the Kodak brand really is. Just a mere mention of Kodak. Instantly, it evokes nostalgia, it brings back memories, it transports people back into the days of film. That was when Kodak was dominant. It shows whatever Kodak did back in the day for the marketing, branding, and advertising. They were so effective and so successful that the brand Kodak got stuck in people's minds even until today. The cult following status, the brand loyalty that's actually real. And attaching that brand Kodak on this Charmera helps sell the camera. After all, Kodak has been around since forever, right? And I know that the people making this camera, the Charmera, they're not exactly Kodak because, well, Kodak went bankrupt and it's just a new company, another company licensing the rights to use the brand Kodak, and they attach it to this Charmera. And I think it works. When people look at the brand Kodak, immediately they remember something. It triggers something in the brain brand, and it just shows that this camera, Charmera, it still stirs that interest, and definitely this has boosted the popularity of this Charmera. Reason number 3 why this Charmera is so popular is the lo-fi trend. Low fidelity or lo-fi, that's been around for quite some time for various art forms. The popular one being music. Lo-fi music is quite popular. When it comes to digital photography, lo-fi has been a huge thing recently. When we talk about lo-fi in photography, we talk about embracing imperfections. We talk about prioritizing artistic expression over technical perfection. We are looking at low resolution images with poor contrast, maybe a bit of imperfections like flare, color shift, all the weirdness and quirkiness. That's what makes lo-fi interesting. And this Kodak Charmera is the perfect tool to bring these lo-fi images to life. Reason number 4, the tiny size and the beautiful design. Well, I think there's a charm using something so ridiculously small. You can just fit in your pocket or anywhere without worrying about having space constraints. The camera is so small, and there is a charm and there's a fun using something so tiny. You can still power it on and take photographs. Definitely, you don't expect pro quality images out of it, but the fact that there is a screen on it, there's a viewfinder, it has a shutter button, and you can actually take actual real photographs with this camera, this makes it so cool. And it comes with so many different designs, and there's a blind box concept, I think, that adds to the mystery and the excitement as well. You don't know which design you're gonna get. I have this gray with the rainbow stripes. I thought this looks really good. Though I must say, I'm secretly hoping that I get the yellow design. I would like to share some tips on using this Kodak Charmera. If you're new to this camera, I think you'll find these tips useful. Number 1, be careful of the LCD screen. It is highly susceptible to scratches. I have friends who use this Kodak Charmera as a keychain. Well, they are not wrong. Kodak Charmera, they advertise this as a keychain camera, so if you attach it to your backpack or any other places you bring around, that's where you get scratches on the LCD screen. And the scratches can get so bad that it affects your visibility when you're composing through the screen. If you want to use this as a keychain, I highly suggest that you apply a screen protector to prevent scratches, or if you're like me, I don't use it as a keychain, I use it as a camera and keep it in a protective pouch to prevent any scratches when I bring this camera around. Tip number 2, to improve handling, attach a tiny strap. And this strap, whether it's a finger strap or the wrist strap, whatever it is, it just helps to secure the camera in case it slips off your fingers, it doesn't drop off easily. It really helps when you're using this camera for a longer duration of time, especially like if you're having an actual shooting session or you're doing street photography. A strap definitely will help. Tip number 3, to further improve the lo-fi look, add film grain. Any new post-processing softwares today, they will have this grainy film effect. You can easily add them to your photographs by a simple tweak in editing, and find that this film grain, it improves the lo-fi look. It makes the images look more organic, definitely more pleasing, and less plasticky compared to the straight out of the camera images. That's all I have to share about this Kodak Charmera and why I think it's so popular in the market. Do you agree with my argument? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I would like to hear from you. I hope you found my tips and sharing useful. I have enjoyed looking at my photographs. If you do, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. All the links in the description below on how you can do that. Any support goes a long way, will definitely encourage me and help me to create more similar content like this and publish them right here. Until the next one, please go out and have fun doing photography. Bye-bye.